Hey guys, Uncle Andy's back, and look at this! It's a brand new day on our planet, and we're yet again going to attempt to build enough resources to get to the moon, and hopefully that planet over there one day. Just look at the landscape on this planet. This is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that sunrise over there. Fresh over where we got stuck for like 2 days straight. Okay, so I actually have been gathering some resources off camera, and also allowing the ship to recharge. You can see all these batteries are pretty much full now, and these ones too. So we have plenty of power, which means we can go further and get more things. So we're going to do a little maiden voyage, well, secondary maiden voyage, I guess, and we're going to go to that gold and silver mine over there. Once we've got that, we can set that refining in our refinery to get some gold and silver ingots. And then we're going to go in search of ice, which we've been so badly looking for since the start of this thing. So, let's get on with it, shall we? God, even with all that power, I still only have 30 minutes of charge. I'm really not convinced that this thing's going to be able to make it all the way across the planet to the ice reserves. I guess we'll see. Okay. Let's keep control here. Look at that. Just beautiful. Okay. Keep it steady, keep it steady. Oh, we're quite a lot heavier. 125,000 kilograms. Yeah, we got nothing. Oh, no! Okay, well, that's why. Returning to base! Right then, guys, just like before... Oh, I don't have an ore detector, though, so I don't actually know how far down these things are. That might have been a mistake. Alright, whatever. We'll make a go of it. So... Oh, I didn't mean to do that! Wrong button! I went to press C, which makes me go down, and I accidentally hit X, I think? Or F? Alright, whatever. We're gonna dig down into the desert. Let's keep our artificial horizons nice and low. There. Yes! Now we've got to be so careful because I actually can't... I don't know how low this thing is. And I would hate to burrow through all my gold. Right, do you know what I'm going to do, in fact? I'm going to do this manually. I'm going to find out exactly how low it is. Oh, the gold's right here. There it is. Alright. So I know where the gold is. The silver seems to be all the way over there, which is unfortunate. Oh, this thing digs so quickly. Alright. I can just about see the gold there, I think. Yeah, let's... I'm gonna hit it one more. Oh, no! That's a very thin mine. Alright, we're gonna dig what we can. Oh, okay, never mind. It's just more wide than it is deep. That's good. This should be more than enough. We'll get as much of it as we can. Whoa. Don't need to be doing that now. Hold on. We'll rotate. Okay. That way I can keep my downwards thrusters pointing down. Okay, so there's plenty of gold here. It's just really, really wide. Which is more difficult to dig, but at least it's there. I'd rather that than it just be completely flat and nothing here. Look at this thing, it's huge! $17,000 kilos. As we established before, 150 seems to be our rough limit. So careful that the ship doesn't take damage while I'm doing this. Wait, does that go up? No, it's like a thin streak, isn't it, all the way around? Okay. No, that's fine, you keep at it. Come on, Ariana, let's get this job done. Oh, hang on, that's about 150,000. We're going to call it there. There's only a few streaks left anyway. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Okay, and back out slowly. Success! Alright. We've got enough upwards and backwards thrust to keep us in the air. As long as I keep the artificial horizons at the right angle, we will be okay. That extra thrust is just so helpful here. I got a decent amount of gold there, but I do think that there's going to be a lot of stone in there too, which isn't the worst thing in the world. You know, it'll give me a lot of nickel, a lot of silicon. It's a stone mine. I don't think I'm ever going to be going in there again now. Maybe I will. We'll see. Oh, the ship's so heavy now. No, 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 no. Okay. My strongest thrust is up, so I should be alright. Actually, technically my strongest thrust is backwards. No. No, 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 never mind, it is up. And that's a successful operation. Let's see exactly how much we got. So I got 2 kilograms in the cockpit. About 20 kilos. It doesn't sound like a lot, but believe it or not, it actually can be pretty significant. Where's the refinery? So what we're going to do is we're going to put everything into here. So much stone. Like 1,000,000 kilograms. Okay, so is that my ship empty? Negative. Okay, 22 kilos. Let's put that into the refinery. Put that over the iron. I'd sooner see that get done first at the moment. Look at that! We got gold! Chemical symbol AU. Alright, so the next job, we're going to allow the batteries to recharge. What are we down to? Oh, we didn't do too badly. We only lost about 150 kilowatt. So he's recharging in 3 minutes. That's not too bad. How are we doing for sunlight? Oh, we're alright. Still morning. I want to go and get some silver, but I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put an ore detector on this thing. Because it was kind of tricky to tell where things were there. I have an ore detector on here somewhere. That should be it. Okay. So... yeah, and then we can broadcast that on our antenna. Let's have a little look. Ore detector, or ore detector 2, because that'll be the one on the car. Range 50 meters, broadcasting using antenna. Happy days. Alright. I think there should be enough power in there to go and start the silver mine. Oh, the fog's rolling in though. That's going to obscure visibility a little bit. I think we can manage. Come on, Ariana, we got work to do. Whee! 82,000 kilograms is correct. So we have no excess stowaways this time. Is that green over there? Unknown signal. Oh dear, they've had a bit of an accident over there. Hello, I've come to help. What are you, a little drone? Oh, that's what that was. Okay. What was that? Okay, finally. Okay. Well, let's just grind it down then. Not too far from each other. I mean, this seems to suggest there's more gold. This would seem to suggest it's here, not there. Yeah, shall we give it a go? There is more gold here! Oh, hang on a minute. I forgot I've got no jetpack. There's not a lot of it, admittedly, but yeah, this is worth mining, definitely. Alright, that's some more gold to add to our collection. Let's go and not batter our ship to death. Let's see if we can get hold of some silver. It looks like it's just... oh. Whoops. Alright, let's go. That looks like we've hit it. Yes! Look at that! Alright, let's have it. Look how deep it goes! Oh, we are gonna be rich, baby! Rich in resources, that is. Oh, I've gone above my... okay. I think it's time to get out. So... slowly, carefully... oh, no, 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 no. Be careful. No, 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 no. Okay, I need to regain control. Regain control. Come now. Oh, no. Where's the... oh. That was close. Nearly got ourselves stuck. If I revisit this mine... I don't think I'm going to have to, but if we do revisit this mine, I'm going to make that shaft a lot bigger. Alright, regain our artificial horizons, and let's head back to base. There we go. I'm going to call that a successful operation right there. I don't think we're ever going to need to visit that silver mine again. Alright, let's have a look at the winnings. Yeah, a lot of stone as usual. 93,000 silver! On top of 133,000 silver! Yeah, we never need silver again. Happy, happy, happy. Alrighty, into the large cargo container with all of you. Some of this stone needs to be processed, it's a bit much. Alright, let's put you into the refinery. Why are you getting processed instead of the gold? Did you process all the gold? No. No, it's there. I could honestly do with that getting processed as well, like kind of urgently, because I've got a lot of it. Okay, we do need to move out of the cockpit as well. We got a little bit more. Oh, that's gold. I can join the crew. And some silver. In terms of battery, we are about 200 meg, 200 kilo rather. It's not too bad. Okay, I'm gonna take a little break here and let the batteries recharge before we go on our long journey. And I'm also going to give that refinery a chance to actually get some work done. So, speak to you soon. Alright guys, our ship is now fully recharged, as you can see. And also, I built a second refinery while you were away. Because the sheer amount of resources we have in this base right now, the one refinery was just really struggling to get through all the stuff we want in a timely manner. So I built a second one right there. It just so happens to fit on the conveyor belt perfectly with the big thing we placed under the base earlier, the big system. Sorry, the big cargo container. So that and that are now both working very hard to refine everything we've put into it. So, and while we leave the base, that'll keep doing that. So, first of all, let me just quickly refill. And then we are finally gonna go find some ice, which is the last thing we need to make it to space. Actually, before we do, there is one more thing we can do real quick. So if I go to here and go tools, what we can actually do in the assembler, what I can actually do is, you can see I can now make a proficient grinder because we have silvering. I have to craft the first one first, but so first, and first, I can basically level up my tools. And you need that one, and that one, and a welder. Whoops. I'll put that to there. And then that'll craft us. What am I doing here? Level 1. And a level 1. There we go. So now we can make level 2 tools. That should work, I think. Yep, there you go. And 3. Excellent. So now what we can do is we can take those. Oops. Grinder, level 2. Drill, level 3, level 2. Sorry, and welder, level 2. And that's going to make everything we do much faster. And look, it's purple! In case you were wondering, the requirements for level 3 actually requires platinum, which is very rare and you can't find it on planets, so we're going to be without that one for a while. Alright, let's go! Actually, hold on. I know I keep doing this. I actually did have a thought as well. So I actually had a bit of an idea. I don't know how far away this ice is going to be, and there's a very real chance we run out of power while we're out there. So I think the sensible thing to do would be to bring enough parts with us to build another power factory while we're out there so we can recharge on the fly. At least then we're not going to be completely stranded, you know? Okay, I think we've got more than enough now. Let's go. Alright then, guys. Which way are we thinking for ice? Well, certainly not that way. Forwards it is. Let's go. Let's see what we can find. We have enough parts with us to build a new base, base essentially, that can generate enough power to recharge the ship if needed, which is what I think I'm probably going to do when we find this place. I'll quickly erect a second base if there's a large supply of ice there, because then I can just fly to and from and collect what I need. But from what I've seen of this planet so far, there's very, very little in the way of water or ice, which is a little worrying. Just got dinner time. Oh! Is that ice? That looks like it might be. Okay, that's enormous, and it's not that far from the base either. How far? About 10 kilometers. That's enormous. Okay. I thought we were going to have to go to the other side of the planet to find this. Oh, this is excellent. Okay. I think we should be okay power-wise. Ow! Check out the water physics, guys. You ready? Check out the water physics. Cannonball! Yeah, there's no water in this game. It's all ice. I don't know. But we need to collect it, so... let's do it. I need as much of this stuff as you can get me. Give me all this precious ice. I need as much of this as the ship will carry. This is the precious substance that's going to fuel our ship as it flies into space. Alright guys, that's it. We're full. Look at that. We're full and just that one tiny bit. Alright, let's go back to base. Should be more than enough power to get us there. This means that everything on the planet that we need is within flying distance of each other, which is just massive. It means I don't have to go to the other side of the planet unless I run out of gold for some reason. And that ore just gets completely dried up. And then I'll face a choice. I either go to the other side of the planet and mine that first ore we found, or I just look for another one, see if I can find one. They are rare though, so it's hard to tell what the right option is. So what we're actually going to do with all this ice, we're going to make a small mod to the base to generate, so that it can generate hydrogen, so that I can stop relying on the buggy to refill me. This means that my jetpack will now not be stuck anymore. I'm also, now that I have all the components I need, I'm also going to replace the survival kit with a med bay, which lets me regen everything faster. Just let the dampeners... Oh no! Okay, that was almost really bad. I don't think I damaged anything. We was going at a low enough speed. That's lucky. Why is there grass in my base? Well, there we go. Because I was rendering too far, I guess. So I haven't gone so long that it's just terraformed my base. There we go. Let's have a look at the winnings. Oh, that is what we're talking about right there. Okay, so I need a large cargo container from the base. All the ice can go into it. Now that I know I don't need to build another base, I can put all this stuff back too. Let's put it in the assembler though, so I can keep everything together. Okay, let's refill on hydrogen for what should be the last time. So we need a few bits here to get this to work. We're going to need... okay, I think I see what to do here. So we're going to need a H2... Let's go medbay first. Let's have a medbay. There's the medical room. We're going to place that. I'm going to have to connect up the... I've got nothing on me, so I'm going to have to... Okay, plates, comps, computers, displays. Actually... Okay. Oh, come on now.
Inventory full.
Ah. Happy? Alright, now we want a junction. I had them, but you told me not to use them. Tubes. And then... that. Motors! And then we can put that back. And now we can put our med bay right here. And I think that should connect up the conveyor system because, yeah, it's on the bottom. Perfect. There. Okay, now all we need is a H2O2 converter. Which I think I might be able to place right where the survival kit currently is. Depending on how big it is. Does it have... Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Alright. I don't need that anymore. And then the H2O2 converter can go there. Okay. Let's just put our materials in there. You can have those and those too. Now, if all went to plan here, we should be able to go to the O2H2. Yeah. This max required input 500 output. Okay, it doesn't actually say. But what should happen? Yes! Yes! You see that refilled everything, including hydrogen? Okay. I could mess around by putting oxygen and hydrogen tanks on the base and hydrogen engines and things like that, but I don't really feel that's necessary. Okay, that is now consuming a very small amount of hydrogen in exchange for... of ice in exchange for generating hydrogen for me. Very quick. Just the hydrogen tank on here, how's that looking? Small hydrogen tank. So that's not getting refilled through the conveyor system. Alright, whatever. That's fine. I don't really need it anyway, I was just curious. Okay, now we can finally start building our first spaceship. So, there's a few key decisions I need to make on how this is going to go. Is it going to be large grid, small grid? That's the first question. I'm not convinced a small grid ship will have enough power to get there and back. It's kind of far. The smart thing to do would be to go large grid straight off the get-go, but that's a lot of resources. And not to mention the fact that it's huge. I might not be able to build it in here. I might have to make the ceiling taller. Alright, we're going to make a large grid ship. We're going to make a large grid ship, which means I'm going to have to take the roof off and make it taller, which is going to take a while. I'm going to do that and I'll be right back.